When I went to Gettysburg College, I was really not a very good student. My main problem when I was there was I just never studied for any of my exams. It actually got so bad that at least on 2 separate occasions, I almost flunked out. Luckily, I actually had a good support system there. There were people willing to help me. I obviously took it the first chance I got. And eventually, I saved myself from, not being able to graduate on time. It actually got so bad at one point that I had to retake one of my classes just to fix my grade. But eventually, I got it to be where all I had to do was just work hard my final semester, and graduation was well within my grasp. I'll never actually forget when I finally got my grades for my penultimate semester at Gettysburg College. I just remember getting up, jumping for joy, just screaming, "Oh, where are you at?" It was a good day. That happened on December 20th, 2012. It was also that same day later that I found out that one of my brothers had actually passed away. His name was Sean Bertanza. Now, if you've been watching me forever, then you've heard this name appear before. Sean was one of the nicest people I think I ever knew. And it's quite funny actually, because when I first met him, I thought, oh no, because this was at Trinity Pawling when I had finally established myself as one of the top 7 runners in Trinity Pawling cross country. And not even a couple days later, we were introduced to several people who joined the cross country team via the running club they had at Trinity Pawling. And Sean was one of them. And he was good. Real good. Once again, I had to fight tooth and nail to make the top 7. Which I did. But he didn't make it easy for me. In fact, that's one of my first memories of him. Another memory I have of him is he actually was in my English class. Yeah, he was. He was a very good athlete, all things considered. I believe he also did baseball, I think. I could be wrong. He ran cross country with me, but his main sport of choice was basketball. And he was nothing short of outstanding there. To put things into perspective, before I graduated Horseheads, there was a student who was a year older than me who I would have told you was the greatest shooting guard I think I'd ever seen. Now, granted, there was someone in my graduating class who definitely could make an argument that, he was at, that older student's level. But then I get to Trinity Pawling, I see Sean Bertanza play, and I'm like, aha, there's another one. That's how good he was. In fact, I don't think I've seen anyone shoot more threes and score with 3-pointers than Sean did. He was unbelievable. And I think what also really helped his case, whether it was doing cross country or basketball, is the fact that he had an afro. Yes. he had an afro. And he was awesome. I mean, let's be honest, afros are one of the things that are guaranteed to be cool, along with bow ties and sunglasses. Somebody got the bow ties reference there. Anyway, sometimes it would even get so that in English class, people would make bets on if Sean didn't score this many 3-point shots in the game, you have to shave off the afro. Eventually he did. Not because he lost any bet or anything, he just felt that it was time to shave it off. Which, I mean, yeah, I remember Sean a lot more for, actually, he had shorter hair longer than I knew him when he had the afro. But, I mean, come on, when you have an afro, you rock it. Because there's just so much swagger to it. But, that's not the point. The point is, Sean was just an overall nice, wonderful individual. Whom, if you guys from Trinity Pauling remember, then I think you can agree on that. And to the good people of my area, Horseheads, needless to say, if you met Sean, you would absolutely love him. Because a lot of us did. I remember Sean's death hitting me, pretty hard. Because if you remember, when I was at Trinity Pauling, Andrew Einstein had passed away. And let's get one thing straight. I know that eventually we're all going to go. I'm aware of that. But after what happened with Andrew, I thought that, at least for the rest of my brothers in my graduating class, and hopefully everyone else who was at Trinity Pauling then, I thought we'd all go out by, just growing to be very old one day. One night we just fall asleep and quite simply we don't wake up. Which is actually quite sad when you consider the fact that that is exactly what happened with Sean. It's just the growing old part never happened. I don't really know what specifically the cause of death was, other than he passed away in his sleep. And I was actually a health sciences major at the time at Gettysburg College, so I was curious to see what biologically was the cause. Because, again, health sciences, human body, medicine, all that. But I eventually realized that if I go the rest of my life not knowing, I'm okay with that. I mean, would I like to know? Sure. But I'm okay with not knowing either. It's fine. Yeah. So you're probably wondering, well, Nick, why are you talking about this now? We already talked about it in slightly greater detail last December. I did, yes. It's important today because today would have been Sean's birthday. Yes. March 2nd is Sean Bertanza's birthday. So, to the entirety of the Bertanza family who may be watching this, know that, you're not alone in missing Sean. Know that he was a wonderful person. I hope that the Bertanza clan as a whole is doing well, in good health, good spirits. I hope so, anyway. And I stand by with what I just said earlier, that, if anyone knew Sean, then you knew just how special he was. And to those of you, particularly in my area, who never met Sean, then I can guarantee you would have loved him if you met him. I still say it was, and again, my basketball terminology really isn't the greatest, but I still stand by that he was one of the greatest shooting guards I think I've ever seen. But again, my basketball terminology is not remotely as good as it should be. I mean, I have tried to become better, but again, with any sport, there's a lot to take in, and you know, you only put so much in this brain, and unfortunately for me, a lot of it was football. So, yes. Happy birthday, Sean. You know, your brothers from Trinity Pauling love you. And know that, you know, I don't think we're ever going to forget you. As for other stuff that happened yesterday, I guess I can sort of quickly go over that. For starters, yesterday, both the Houston Roughnecks and the Tampa Bay Vipers won their games. So that was really good. Tampa Bay finally got a win. Very nice. And Houston remains the #1 team in the league. As anyone watching the XFL like I am is paying attention to. In terms of yesterday, I did go through with going to church at St. Mary Mother at 10:30 in the morning, which, you know, fulfilled the Lenten obligation I said I would do. Which, I like doing that. You know, it always brings me back to go back to my old elementary school and just sort of, you know, think about what life was like back then. I actually got to walk around my alma mater for a little bit. Yeah, got to walk in the old hallways of St. Mary Mother. And, you know that everything was so much bigger back then when you can literally take both of your arms in the hallway and be able to reach both walls. I can do that. Yeah. I'm thinking everything was so much bigger back then. But as a collective whole, St. Mary Mother still looks really good. So if anyone who works at St. Mary Mother happens to be watching this, know that you're doing a good job. Don't keep it up. Got to see I got to see the old gymnasium. Got to walk into one of the old bathrooms, which, okay, you know how like sometimes some of your senses can like bring you back to an earlier time? Both the gym and the bathroom smelled exactly like they did all those years ago. Disturbing, isn't it? But yeah, it all brought me back, and it was great. I can't wait to go back, actually. I had a wonderful morning. Then later I got to go to my folks' place where we had a nice turkey dinner with peas, mashed potatoes, turkey, and stuffing. Oh, let me tell you what right now. You know, nothing beats mom food, but one of the best things my mom ever makes is her stuffing. Like, seriously, that will change your life. It will. It totally will. And like, she puts stuff like apples and walnuts in it. Wonderful. I definitely, like, seriously, if any of you see my mom at all, provided you actually know what my mom looks like ask her about her stuffing. You know, tell her that I told you to ask her about the stuffing. Do that. That'll be funny. She'll probably get a laugh out of it. Her stuffing is actually so good that my brother always complains about not getting enough of it. Which, to my knowledge, yesterday he did, so that was really nice. And, more importantly, I got to see my nephews. They're wonderful. I even took a picture with them. A picture that I do not have. As I need to be, you know, text that picture. It wasn't taken on my phone, obviously, so I can't really show you. Plus, I'm using my phone to record this video, so I can't really show you the picture even if I wanted to. Although it does give me an idea for something later. I'll have to see if I can pull it off first. But yes. So I can end today's video by saying something that I've said many times in the past, but it bears repeating. It's on my bucket list to go to the state of Connecticut, because that's where Sean was from, and go to his gravesite bring a bouquet of flowers, and I would actually bring mountain laurels, as they are the state flower of Connecticut. And fun fact, mountain laurels are also the state flower of Pennsylvania, making the mountain laurel the state flower of 2 states. Quite interesting. Bring a bouquet of flowers, or I would maybe do mountain laurels, or maybe I would do roses. I would bring flowers, my point is. I would walk up to his gravesite, and I would utter these very words. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be ever at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall softly on your fields. And until we meet again, may the Lord hold you in the palm of his hand. Happy birthday, Sean. And once again, to the Bertanza family, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all safe. I hope you're in good spirits. And I hope you found a way to celebrate, the life of Sean, because you would deserve it. And, yeah. All in all, there's nothing else going on. The Voice is going to be on tonight. I'll be sure to do a thoughts on more of the auditions tomorrow morning. And that's really about all I have to say. So like, favorite, share, hit that subscribe button, follow me on the social media platforms, send those notifications on YouTube. I am beyond humbled I was able to share this video with you all today. I'm hopeful we all have a wonderful Monday. And remember, if any of you guys ever want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. And I always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.